Good morning, good morning. Good morning, my MontCo family. This month, as we continue to celebrate Black Business Month, today we're excited to shine a spotlight on Kim, one of our community's inspiring entrepreneurs. Joining us is Kim Rawlins, the proud owner of Oxsun Beauty and Wellness. Kim has created a space that blends beauty, self care, and wellness, empowering her clients to look and feel their best. She's not only empowering a thriving business, but also uplifting the community through her work. We're glad to have her with us today. Kim, welcome to Good Morning MontCo.
Thank you for having me. It's been a long
Yep.
time coming.
Thank you. For those of you in the listening audience, we're going to take a quick break to hear from one of our sponsors. In the meantime, please like and share this live stream. We'll be right back.
My name is Blaine Pierce. I'm from Norristown, Pennsylvania. Graduate of Delaware State University, sports science major, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. We are located in Norristown, Pennsylvania, 1725 Markley Street, in the Astor Shopping Center, right next to the zoo. We handle one-on-one personal training, group and fitness classes, strength and conditioning classes, kickboxing training, boxing training. We also have yoga classes and massage therapy and movement therapy. My passion has always been to help others become their best self, stronger physically and mentally.
Welcome back, Kim. Thank you. Kim, welcome to Good Morning MontCo. Can you start by telling us a little about yourself and the story behind your business, Oxsun Beauty and Wellness?
Okay. So it is the pronunciation, it looks like Oxsun, but it's actually Oshun. That it's fine. It's okay. And so there's a backstory with that as well. Because Oshun is normally spelled Osun or Oshun. So after some conversations and my own little personal spiritual downloads, I combined the Igbo and the Portuguese. So it's X in Portuguese is pronounced with a sh. So I did Oxsun for the uniqueness, to bridge the gaps, to bring everybody together. And my girlfriend, Charna, she actually named my salon for me because I was going back and forth wavering whether or not or what to name it. She called me up. She's like, the name of the salon is Oshun, and hung up the phone. I was like, oh, okay. So after some research and finding what Oshun represents with the feminine energy and the power, the deity of businesswoman, and she likes gold and champagne and the finer things in life. So it makes sense. It made sense, and so that's where the name came from.
Right.
However, the business came from, obviously I was always meant to be an entrepreneur. The last salon that I worked at, I felt underpaid and underappreciated. So I left with faith, faith, 5 clients and $900, 25 years ago. 25 years.
Awesome.
That's how that started. But I have a background in cosmetology. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, but I really got my bones. I got it behind the chair.
Right. We met in the cosmetology space because of the people we have in our network.
Absolutely.
Okay, but what inspired you to open your business, and how did you choose to focus on both beauty and wellness?
So I think the beauty came first. The wellness was built in because it's a natural hair salon.
Hmm.
The wellness, I go really hard for the wellness now because of the space that we're in and needing to be better and to feel better. But what prompted me to your question was what prompted me to start my business?
Hmm.
Like I said, the last salon I was at, I was underpaid, underappreciated. And then I saw a disparity of women being able to come into a salon and take their shoes off, coming into a safe space. It was transition. It was the natural hair industry was really, really blowing up and around between 98 and 2000. The natural hair industry was changing a lot. And so around 2000, when I started my business, when I first opened my doors, I just saw that there was a need for people to like kind of get a hug, so to speak.
Right.
But if they're not going to get a hug, they can go get their hair done. And the one thing my mother did was she would go get her nails done and her hair done. But sometimes it would take her so long getting her nails done. I promised myself, if I ever get the opportunity to get a woman, man, child, whatever, in the salon, serviced and out the salon in a certain time with a certain energy, then I wanted to do that. So that's why I'm in the industry, and that's why the beauty part came from within first. Coming from a little brown girl with a low self-esteem, I wanted to feel good naturally with the way I was born.
Awesome.
So that's where the beauty part came in.
Okay. Now, Kim, I have short hair. My hair is short.
Mm-hmm.
And like you and your mom, back in Connecticut, I would go to a beauty salon, and that was one of my struggles. You have an appointment for 9 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 3:45. You're still there, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So I went to a barber. I said, "Can you cut my hair for me?" And he cut my hair, and I've been having my hair short ever since. Over 30 years now that I've been wearing my hair like this. For that very same reason. And now what I do, I just stand in the shower, up one side, down the other, up one side, and it's done.
Listen, and I love a ball. I love a good bald head. I was bald for 10 years.
Mhm.
10 years I wore my hair very, very short. And so when I saw that happening in our industry, we already have enough things working against us. And also I'm a home-based salon. So that was
Okay.
another piece. I had to be very conscious of the boundaries that I created. I had to be very conscious of the level of professionalism of which I operate, because people would always say to me, how do you work from home doing hair? And I'm fully licensed, registered, zoned, all of that good stuff. And there's a barrier where the salon starts and the house.
Mhm.
Every time I walked in the salon, I was dressed and ready for work.
Great.
Sorry, I'm not gonna say the word work. I don't like the word work. I was ready to come and
To do
meet.
your passion. To do your passion.
Yes, it's like every day is different, so every day is fun. Unless the client is a little crazy, then I'm like,
Awesome.
that's
So,
all.
so now, as we celebrate Black Business Month, what does this recognition mean to you personally and professionally?
What this month means to me, we get to sit down and I get to really go over what I've done for my original mission statement and vision, what I've done, what I've accomplished, and where I'm going. And then the other piece that I did not have in the beginning is how can I help someone else cut through the red tape and the connecting and the chaos that could come with starting a business. I like to streamline it. Do you want an LLC? Do you want a for-profit? Do you want an unassociated incorporation? Like, what type of business do you want? How do you want to run your business? Are you a business owner? Are you a manager? Or do you need to find a great person to work for and with? Because everybody's not an owner.
Mhm.
So identifying, I spend a lot of this month identifying and getting ready to go for back to school. That's what
Awesome.
I.
Good,
Mhm.
good, good. You're touching it briefly, but what are some of the biggest challenges you face starting a business, and how did you overcome them? You know, we spoke about some of the challenges that we, as a minority, as Black,
Mhm.
as women, we face certain challenges that other communities don't face. How were you able to overcome those challenges?
Well, one. Let's talk about capital. Let's talk about capital and
Hmm.
raising funding, and then simply being a woman. So if I go off on a tangent, just bring me back. So
Okay.
the first being capital. I had the $900, but I had already had the space available and zoned for me to open my salon. But when you go to a bank or when you go to anybody for financing, they just look at you as, oh, you just do hair. But the flip side of that is that we are a multi-billion-dollar industry. So the way that the capital leaves out of our community and does not come back was a huge disparity. So with the help of family and friends and not having a huge big thing to promote, I was able to sustain and to keep my business. But capital is a huge thing. Um, After COVID and around, things had to be navigated very, very differently. I know that's a jump of 20 years, but still, even
Hmm.
then, when the pandemic happened, we had no unemployment. It had to be created. We had no really means of taking care of ourselves. Things had to come about. But capital becomes an issue because we need to learn more as a business owner. This is what I strongly suggest. Keep a strong profit and loss. Keep get a business bank account and do everything in and out of your business bank account, so that way you can track what's going on. And when they ask you for the profit loss, or they ask you to show them the money, you can show them the money where it is. And and I want to say this in particular because this is Black Business Month. When you go to predominantly white cosmetology schools, there's more of an aspect of business being taught. When you go to a lot of the predominantly melanated Black and brown cosmetology schools, they barely touch on the aspect of business and being a potential business owner. And in the cosmetology field, there's so many different aspects that you can go into that we really don't tap into, and we should really sit back and see what that is. And when you're building your capital, when you need capital, they want to see what you look like on paper. And a lot of us are uncomfortable with looking at ourselves on paper. So if you have someone, a banker, a financial person, an accountant, a CPA, have that conversation with them. How do I look on paper? Do that in a private setting where you're comfortable, and then build out from that. And have a strong, your vision statement should point directly back at you. So when you begin to waver and you think you're going to lose faith, you can go back to your original vision statement to keep building that capital. Right. But understand how money works, how money moves. That money is a tool, and it's a tool for you to use, not to be used by you.
Right.
So capital was a big thing for me. The other piece I believe I spoke about was being a woman. Being a woman in this industry, it looks like it's woman dominated because it's women driven because of our dollars that we pour into it. But when you get into the bigger companies and the bigger names in this, they're men, or they're males, or they're male owned, or they don't look like me or sound like me. So
women are on the forefront.
Women are on. Go ahead.
Right. I'm going to say women are on the forefront. We're not at the table where the decisions are made.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens. And so now we could talk about some of the things going on with different hair products that are causing women to get sick. Mm-hmm. That's not new. We've been screaming about it from the rafters for a very long time. I don't know why it's coming out now. The toxic hair has been a problem since, for me, I want to say about 11 years. Mm-hmm. So as a woman in the industry, as the woman who was the number one retail customer of this industry, we're not looked at when it comes to, again, back to that capital piece.
Right.
We're not looked at as being important, or we need a seat at the table because we're a woman. We're downplayed. I remember one time I was going to a mentoring program, and I said to the woman I do hair, she said, never, ever say that again. She said, don't ever say I do hair. So when I introduce myself, I'm a master beauty professional.
Perfect.
And I am a master at this. And so what happens with us being a woman and us being a master at this and us understanding who we are? A lot of us don't understand who we are and the power of who we are. People outside of us do. So I use my woman and my feminine, and I walk in my power, and I understand who I am. But if you don't navigate that and you don't understand who you are, it will be used against you. It will be like, and they will look at you a certain way.
Absolutely.
Yes. But I command, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me.
Absolutely.
I'm perfectly okay with you not liking me, but you will call me by my name. You will address me properly. I don't wait for a seat at the table. I built my own.
We bring our own chair. If it's not there, I'll bring my own chair. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Kim. So Kim, tell me, so you've now overcome the struggles of starting your own business. How does Oxsun Beauty stand out from the rest of the field? How do you stand out?
It's in the name. It's Oxsun, first of all. Oxsun was like, so for people who know about Oxsun was like, sis, I'm gonna need you to help these people out naturally with their own beauty. I am not a hard sell. I've always carried retail products. But more of my revenue needs to come from retail products because I'm over 50 now. I got some common sense. I'm thinking smarter, not harder. You know,
Yeah, we
so,
are.
and we've never had a gimmick. We don't do gimmicks. We don't do instant gratification. I tell my clients the truth. Um, I have had now. I'm a loctician and a master loctician, but I've had clients come in and they're not good candidates to have locks, and I will tell them that I will not sell them the package that's going to make me the most money. I will create an opportunity for us to have a long-standing relationship. That's how Oxsun stands out.
Right, right. Okay. Thank you for that. We're going to take a quick break, try to earn some money here
And
to
let's
hear
do
from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
it.
In the
Okay.
listening audience, please like and share this live stream video, and we will be right back in 2 seconds.
Are you dealing with estate or loan documents? Perhaps an international business? Welcome to Paris Mobile Notary, your solution for notary services 24/7, 365. At Paris Mobile Notary, we put customer service first, coming to you for all your notary needs, including apostille, authentication, document delivery, I-9 verifications, power of attorney, prenup agreements, affidavit, oath of office, identity verifications, and so much more. We proudly serve the Montgomery County, Bucks, Delaware, Chester, and Philadelphia counties, and we can't wait to work with you. So contact us today for your next signing at www.parismobilenotary.com or call us at 610-825-3300.
Welcome back to Good Morning MontCo. Our guest today is, you'll see the name Kim Rawlins. Kim Rawlins is the owner of Oxsun Beauty and Wellness. Kim, we're back. Can you explain the name to our audience?
I will. But I just got a text from one of my friends. They said they're clicking a link and event's not found. I don't know if you have somebody who can help you with the tech.
The event is not found?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to text you the link because we had to do a change of it.
Okay.
Let me text it to you now.
Okay. And let me go back to answer your question for Keith.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was in the woods camping. I'm a camper. I love
Mhm.
camping. I like all kind of, I love being outside. So I was driving home and I was listening to a talk. I was learning and wanting to learn Swahili. And I was listening to somebody talking about royalty and remembering and understanding who you are and where you come from and whence you came. And at the time, I was in a lot of meetings and they were asking, how do you want to be addressed or how do you want to be, called? So I was like, I'm good. Kim is fine. And they would. So I was sitting with some ancestral work and I was just thinking, and I kept hearing the word royal, and I was like, I like it, but I want to make it a little more fuller. I want to make it bigger. Because when I introduced myself as Kim Rawlins, they're like, oh, okay, like that's not enough. Like I'm more than enough. Obviously, I'm more than enough. But then it was Falme and it was Keith Falme, and I love K's. Like all my siblings are named with K and all that. So I was like, And it resonated and it felt good. So Kifalme is royalty in Swahili. It's not masculine. It's not feminine. It's just royalty. Okay. Or if they get stuck with Kifalme, they can always call me Royal. It's fine. I'll receive that.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now that we're back, let's talk about community and impact questions of that. What you're doing in your community, because you're doing quite a bit. So let's address that.
Okay.
How do you see your business contributing to the local economy in Philadelphia and Montgomery County and other surrounding counties?
You said, how do I see myself contributing, or
how do you see your business contributing to the local economies, both in Philadelphia, Montgomery County, and the surrounding counties?
Well, formerly I did have up to 7 people working for me, and then and everybody who left here left with a book of clients, as well as increased revenue and customer and sales with customers.
Okay.
So once my mother got sick and I became her caregiver, I downsized. I went back down to being a solopreneur. And with that, recovering from my mother transitioning and now pivoting my salon after the pandemic, I'm now Oxsun Beauty and Wellness. And the way I'm contributing to the economy and to our community is I've just recently started working with the city of Philadelphia, and I'm working with women post incarceration and justice impacted. And with that, there's such a, and I work with young people and I mentor them. We'll talk about that in the second part of what I do. Because with Oxsun Beauty and Wellness, which is healing centered, and it's really teaching people how to operate on a human level. It's entry level customer service. It's sitting down and it's self-care with yourself, because before I can go out into the community, I need to check in with myself and to make sure that I'm okay and that I'm better. And what the ripple effect that has in the community is I do mentorship for people starting out a business program. I do mentorship for young women who want to get into the hair. It doesn't even have to be the hair care industry. It could just be customer service or become an assistant to a salon or a virtual assistant or things like that, or a young man that wants to be an intro into barbering, or even go to college and different, an opportunity. I can teach you how to vend. I do customer service sales, the retail sales training and different things like that. And I have a girlfriend named Mardia who's proven 6 figures with retail. So the way that I give back to the community is like unique and very customized. My goal is to meet people where they are and to help them elevate to the next level. That's my goal.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
And you asked
awesome.
to that question too.
Yeah. So what role do you think Black-owned businesses could play in shaping and uplifting the broader community?
Let's talk about not even should play, they do play. Like Black-owned businesses are such a force. Here's the power is in us coming together as a collective. That is the power. We have. I'm a 70s baby. So when there was a huge political change in the 80s, Black-owned women businesses increased, I believe, by 300% because of what we had to do in order to thrive and to live through this. The work and the role that we play was more understood in the last 10 years than it is before. They won't really say it out loud, the power that we hold, but we hold a lot of power. We keep a lot of folks employed. We keep a lot of contracting employed. And I'm not just talking about hair salons and barbershops and things like that. We keep the world going. We buy homes, we buy cars. We Black women are like the number one consumer. And so in order to be that way, a lot of us are also business owners. And with us being business owners, I don't have the exact numbers or the data and things like that. There's a force and there's an energy. The romper that I have on, it's a Black designer. I wear shoes by a Black designer. I see the force and I see where things go, and I see how we support and how we take care of each other. And I will never downplay. Most of my vendors that I buy my supplies from, on the scale of 100%, 85% are my vendors. Look and sound. I buy my hair care products, my skincare products, my supply. I supply all of those things. I get all of those things from a Black-owned business that we met.
Awesome.
During you and I met on a call of Black women-owned businesses. That's how we met.
A few years ago. Yes, exactly. That's how we met.
Yep.
And we maintain that relationship. Awesome. Awesome. So for those who support your Oxsun Beauty and Wellness and other Black-owned businesses, what's the best way they can do that to support you, your missions?
Oh, that's good. Okay. So before we do that, can we talk about Nana's Lap real quick?
Absolutely. Take it away.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, so Nana's Lab, that's my nonprofit piece. And with Nana's Lab, the way I'll give you the website and everything, is that Nana's Lab was created for Black and brown children in the foster and adoptive care systems. And what I do is cultural hair care and skincare classes. And right now there is an active donation page through Zephy. It's an active page because a lot of people do back to school work, and they do backpacks and they do school supplies. I offer personal care items, toiletry items, feminine products, combs, brushes, satin caps, do-rags, and shampoo and conditioner. And then I'm working on that package as well. But they can donate to the Nana's Lab, NANNASLAP, like you sit in your Nana's Lap. .org. They can go there. There's a donation page via Nana's Lap. But with the piece with Oxsun Beauty and Wellness, with me working with the city of Philadelphia now, with the Department of Reentry and the NRC, the Neighborhood Resource Center, I am running a program, Empower Her. I'm starting my first cohort.
Okay.
And I want to reach as many post-incarcerated, justice impacted, but in particular post-incarcerated women, because we have to create a safe space for women. So spread the word that Oxsun Beauty and Wellness is doing this work. I vet my new clients. I haven't taken a new client in over a year because of the way that my book runs. We run a really it's a micro business, but it's an intimate business. It's a safe space and different things like that. And there's also empowerment programs that I do for the youth.
Is that the health and wellness? That's Uplift?
Yeah, Uplift is the space that I will be in.
Okay.
Let
me share that here so they can have a picture and see what it's about.
An amazing organization called Uplift.
Yes.
That I'm working with. And so we're working on this flyer.
This is the event, correct? Okay.
And let me say something, because I am not trauma informed trained. I am wellness centered. So I will share the flyer again later on today. There will be a few edits to it. I'm going to take care of that. Okay. And I just wanted to make sure that we put that out there. And we
okay, perfect. All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you for that. Okay.
You got to use this StreamYard because you all are moving stuff back and forth.
Hey, it's a work in progress. Thank you for watching us here. Good Morning MontCo. Kim, let's continue.
Yes.
Let's talk about future for Oxsun Beauty and Wellness. Where do you see Oxsun Beauty and Wellness and your nonprofit advocacy work in the next 3 to 5 years?
Okay, so big.
Yes.
Is I want to take these women that I'm working with. I want to be able to take them on a retreat out of the country, at least 4 to 5 days. I want to expose the folks who thought they would never or could not just have the life that they deserve. I want Oxsun Beauty and Wellness I want it to roll out of people's mouth like, oh, we can call her in for a workshop and she can do hair. She has the ability to do hair if she chooses, because I'm pivoting from behind the chair to in front of the world, just so that I can show and we can show people how we work together and how we come together. But where I see Oxsun Beauty and Wellness, I see it as a movement for us to heal and for us to come together.
You know, Kim, what you just said there just now, where you want to see yourself in 2 to 5 years, maybe a bit closer than that, maybe in a year or two. Why? Because I have a contact in the Caribbean who is looking to host a group of women, especially what you're working with now, women who are in the system, to host a group of women back home. We just have to get there. So let's work on that. Yep. We can make that happen in less than 3 years.
I'm here for it.
So we have to do that offline, and then we'll share it to the community at large. But this is great. I absolutely love that. So let's come to the meat of the matter now. How we can celebrate Black Business Month.
Okay.
What do you do, or what do you envision in doing and uplifting other entrepreneurs behind us, so that once we have found a way and made a way, those who are aspiring and coming up behind, how can we support them? How do you look back and help lift them up?
I was in the mirror this morning, right? I do mirror work. And I said, oh, what if she asked you if you have any regrets, right? I said, I revisit. So with the question you just asked me, I want to revisit what I felt like was missing as an entrepreneur when I was coming up. I started this when I was 30 years old. What was missing for me was um, colleagues,
Hmm.
colleagues, and a camaraderie of folks. Like, you know how you have sororities and fraternities?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what was missing for me. That, person I could really lean into. I leaned into my mother. My mother was a huge supporter of me. So I would like for people to share information and to be transparent. Like, because I was starting a salon, other salon owners didn't want to give me information. Do you know how many salons that there's going to be more than one? So share the information. And this is what I ask each aspiring entrepreneur to do. Create a group that is going to tell you the truth. Create a group and be vulnerable. So that's what I would ask, to be for entrepreneurs like myself and you, to be transparent, for incoming new entrepreneurs to be vulnerable and ask for what you need. Even if you're told no, you're going to eventually get to that yes. People
Yeah.
laughed at me. They laughed at me and talked about me. Like in the streets, they was like, oh, she just doing hair in the kitchen. But 25 years later, I'm still here. So that's what I am, a source of information. Ask me. If I don't know, I'm going to point you in the right. I don't know about being a notary. I'm gonna send you to Teresa over here. I don't know about that.
Right, right, right.
So share information. Do better with how we communicate with each other. Do better with how we ask questions. Do better in and just knowing what do you want? What do you want to? I want to do better for our children, for our future generations coming, so that we can all eat good and we can laugh and we can play. Let's all do
Yes.
better.
Yeah. Be prepared for showing up in your true authentic self. It's
Yep.
important for that. And when you mentioned about having a group, your community, I like to think of it as your village. The folks that you can talk to, and who will give you true answers if something is not right, something you're doing is not right, or something you did, or you're doing a particular business. Do you have you done the research for that? Is there a need for that particular product or service before we go and invest all of those funds and money? Those are things that we need to do, and we can help each other along those lines. What you're passionate about may not be what I'm passionate about, but this is how we can complement each other. To me, that is important. Having that village around us, it's really
Absolutely.
it's pivotal.
And I want to say this too, because I went through a rough, and I'm glad you said that. I went through an emotional spot after, and a mental health and emotional space after the birth of my daughter.
Hmm.
So for women in particular, and men too, but I'm just saying, this is my perspective, being a woman as a woman. mm, Always make sure you have your support in place, not just the capital, but the emotional capital, like the physical capital. Like if I needed, there was a woman, there were women who helped me take care of my daughter when I had to go to work, when I worked late hours, when I had to just move in different, because when I had 7 employees, I had 2 different locations.
Hmm.
I needed somebody to pick my daughter, and her father is very involved, but I still needed somebody to get her off the bus, and I needed somebody to drop her off.
Right.
So when you look at the structure as an entrepreneur, ask me about how I structured my personal life, not just my business life, and have a structure and a village for your personal as well as your professional.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you can leave viewers with one message, it's one message, what would that be?
Remember who you are. not the chaos that's outside. Remember who you are and what you're here to do, and be that.
All right. Okay, we're going to take a break and we'll come back. When we come back, I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Uh, so we'll take a quick break, hear from one of our sponsors, and then we will be right back.
My name is Blaine Pierce. I'm from Norristown, Pennsylvania. Graduate of Delaware State University, sports science major, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. We are located in Norristown, Pennsylvania, 1725 Markley Street, in the Astor Shopping Center, right next to the zoo. We handle one-on-one personal training, group and fitness classes, strength and conditioning classes, kickboxing training, boxing training. We also have yoga classes and massage therapy and movement therapy. My passion has always been to help others become their best self, stronger physically and mentally.
All right, we're back. Thank you for being with us here at Good Morning MontCo. Our guest again today is Kim Rawlins, the founder and owner of Oxsun Beauty and Wellness. Kim, thank you. Kim, you have an event coming up. I'm going to share it here. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, that's an event. Council President Kenyatta Johnson is doing a Community Appreciation Day, and my Nana's Lap Table will be set up there with vending as well as resources, hair care products, and packages. And that event is a community event full of vendors, entertainers, and it's just going to be an amazing event.
Awesome, yep. Awesome. And it's happening in Philadelphia. It's happening this Saturday from 12.
Yes, in the Point Breeze area of South Philly. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Now let's go for some rapid fire questions, Kim. Okay, let's go. Coffee or tea?
Oh, tea.
Okay. Your go-to self-care ritual after a long day?
Bath.
Your go-to self-care ritual after a long day?
Oh, take a bath.
Take a bath? Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is going to the river. I like to drive down to the river and just chill.
Water. It's the water.
Your favorite beauty wellness product that you cannot live without?
Oh, Treasures of the East.
What is that?
It's a shameless plug, but it is the first retail product that I ever sold in my salon, and I've been selling it for the whole time I've been open. And it's a beautiful.
Wait, we have to talk about your products. Okay.
Okay. I don't
okay. Here's another one.
I do have a product. I have lip gloss. But yeah, but Treasures of the East, yes, that's my favorite beauty go-to.
All right. One word that describes your business journey so far. One word.
Oh, enlightening.
Enlightening. Okay, that will work. Early bird or night owl? Are you an early bird or night owl?
Come on, now I'm in menopause. It changes. I'm night owl. Night owl.
See, I'm an early bird. You can call me at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up. Don't call me at 10 o'clock at night.
I'm up. I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. Yep.
Okay. A book, podcast, or quote that inspires you. A book, podcast,
a book.
Okay. Mine is the movie. It's that movie in New Jersey with Morgan Freeman. Lean on Me. You know that movie, Lean on Me?
Yes. My book is a book by S.B. Fuller.
Okay. Oh, yep. Oh, we spoke about that book at our coffee hour. Yes.
Love
okay.
It.
What's your power song?
Oh, I can't say that out loud. The power song that I can say out loud. I dance to it. It's an In Vogue song. Free Your Mind, and the rest will give.
Yes. Mine too. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. if you could have lunch with an entrepreneur, who would that be?
If I could have lunch with an entrepreneur, who would?
Mhm. Past or present, who would that be?
Oh, oh, it. Mm, oh, that's good. I'm gonna have to go with SB Fuller though.
Okay. Mine is Marcus Lemon or Marcus Lemus. He does that show where he comes in and take a business and revives it.
Okay.
Okay. Next one is your favorite local spot in Montgomery County or Philadelphia? Your favorite local spot?
Amina's.
Amina's? Okay.
Amina's. It's a restaurant on Chestnut.
Okay. Mine is El Jefe. They have the best French fries and chicken nuggets, which is down the street from here. El Jefe. Okay.
Food, a twist. They made it very decadent. It's like
yes, and they have it is served with that mango chutney sauce.
Okay.
Spicy sauce that is really good to me.
I'm gonna have to try that. Okay.
Yes, yes. Finish this sentence. Success to me means
Success to me. Success to me means my child understands how to elevate her life.
good. Success to me means that I'm able to look behind and bring a fellow person up behind me. So they don't have to go through what I went through. Hopefully my daughter is listening so she can hear that. Thank you for that rapid fire. I love that.
That was good. I like that. That was good. I was nervous. I was like, ooh.
Oh no, don't be nervous. We're just here. And you see, we're still standing. All right. So that's it. That's it here. Good morning, MontCo. This is what we do here at Good Morning MontCo. So I want to talk about a couple of things that are coming up here in Montgomery County. So we have tonight, we have the open house that's coming up at the school here in Norristown. Oops, sorry. We have the open house up at I didn't have that printed out, but my school starts on Monday, 25th here in Norristown, and they have a welcome line for the school. I'm going to share that information out so everyone can have it. But we have reached the end of Good Morning MontCo. Kim, it was a pleasure having you here with us. I appreciate having you. I appreciate our conversation here. Is there anything else you would like to share before we go?
Yes, please visit the Nana's Lab website and visit Oxsun Salon website and Oxsun Beauty and Wellness. And I'm just thankful that we finally had the opportunity to talk, and we need to have more conversations like this so we can support one another.
Awesome. And my friends in Montgomery County, I am coming to you live from the Sweet Street Business Hub, which is right here in Norristown. We are at 622 Sweet Street. You can come visit us. We have a co-working space here. We have more information for you about. We actually gave you a live tour next week. We'll have a live tour for you where you can come in. If you work from home, you can come and get an office space for the day, for the week, for a month. You can you can use our address for your business address. So come on out and check us out here at Sweet Street Business Hub here in Norristown in Montgomery County. Kim, thank you for joining us here today. See, it's way past my bedtime. Thanks for joining us here today at Good Morning MontCo. In the listening audience, thank you for joining us. If you have a story or event or someone that we like to spotlight here at Good Morning MontCo, please reach out to us at info@montcomedia.com. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Last word, Kim.
Love.
One love. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day, everyone. Please continue to like and share the video. Follow us on social media at Good Morning MontCo. Thank you. Bye.